Hey kiddos, this is Ronin120 with a walkthrough and commentary video for Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Today we're playing the Destroy the Anti-Air Emplacements side op, earning both an S rank and the Extraction Trophy on normal. To get the Extraction Trophy, you have to rescue all 4 prisoners and exfiltrate them via chopper. The first 3 are in the prison yard where Chica was, and the last one is in the cell where Paz was. To start off the mission, we'll come down the cliff. We'll drop this Marine. Then we'll head to this first anti-air emplacement, the one right by the front gate. You could wait for this guy to just walk away, but there's a chance he might patrol back here when you detonate the safe 4. And while kills don't negate an S rank automatically, it will affect your score and my conscience. So we dropped him, we placed some C4, and now we'll get him a safe distance away. Sneak to the corner of this building, but tread carefully. The smoking man here seems to have better hearing than usual. We'll interrogate him for some easy marks.
The map has been updated.
Then drop this guy across the street. And this truck driver. Drop this guy. If you ignore the smoking man, the random dude, and the truck driver by flanking wide and to the right, at least get that one.
That's sooner than expected. Watch yourself. The enemy will stay on full alert from now on.
And drop that guy for a long distance headshot. If the alert's already on, then his head will sway and a little be lower than usual. It seems that at a certain distance away, the prisoners will notice you, even though they have bags over their heads, and they'll call out for help. This strips off the guards. The first one, who's at ground level, will come over and open the gate, and the second one comes down from the watchtower. You can settle down here and take your time to line up headshots.
We previously obtained confirmed that the base is now a black site. Prisoners are being renditioned there only to face interrogation with no end. The Pentagon sent several undercover agents to the base, but they've lost contact with every one of them.
There are 3 prisoners in this area, one in Chico's old spot, one to the right of the entrance, you just go down a little and to the right, and one is near the watchtower.
The government has given its unofficial consent to the JCS's plan, and this suppression op is going ahead. The end game is to conduct an on-the-scene survey of that black site.
Follow this edge as usual. Be careful when you follow this path, getting too close to the edge, and Snake will drop and save himself by grabbing onto the ledge, but will drop the prisoner into the water, and then you won't be able to get the extraction trophy. And take care in this general area, there are Claymore directional mines. You can use the night vision goggles to spot them, or follow the paths I'm taking to avoid them all completely. Basically, if you stay to the edge of the map, you should be fine. And if you're paranoid, night vision goggles. And you can skip to the 5-minute and 45-second mark. That's when all of the 3 prisoners are chilling by the extraction point. Now we're heading towards the admin building, the boiler room, through the east entrance, basically following the perimeter of the base. On our way, we'll mark enemies for future reference on our way back, so we know where they are. You'll especially want to mark anyone coming towards this AA here on the bridge. And be careful while you come out the other side from under this bridge. Sometimes there's a Marine right above here. On normal, you have access to a silenced rifle, and we'll use that to take out this surveillance camera. And they'll send someone to check it out, so we'll take care of that Marine as well.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security cam. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 3. We'll investigate ASAP. Out.
Mind this guy in the watchtower over here. And mind these two in the big tower over there.
CP, this is Zulu 4. I spotted someone suspicious. Requesting a unit to check it out. Over. Zulu 4, this is CP. We don't have the manpower right now. Stay on the lookout for...
When there's not enough manpower, the Marine who called it in will complain, then check it out himself. But that whole inner monologue takes up some time, so make sure you're long gone by then. When you exit this drainage channel, do it very slowly. The Marines up in that big tower seem to have better vision while they're up there, so moving too quickly gets their suspicion, and they'll send someone to investigate coming through the red door that we're trying to enter through. Once you're in this area, there is one Marine patrolling. If you drop him from long range, make sure you don't do it right in front of the security camera. And it seems like this guy waited for the other radio call to finish before he called his in. Maybe I should have taken advantage of his courtesy and dropped him earlier. So in this kind of situation, experiment and see if you can get away with lining up the headshot. As long as you don't do something stupid to trigger reflex mode, you should be okay. Now there's a Marine down here who may be turned around so that you could sneak up and CQC him, or just tranquilize him as you see fit. However, if he's sort of facing in this direction, go and use a magazine to distract him, get him turned around facing somewhere else. There are two Marines in this boiler room. Sometimes the first one is right by the column, this first column right here. If not, he'll be walking right there. But be careful when you sneak between the boilers. The second guard will be right in front of the cage. Though sometimes he'll be to the right of where I am.
Boss, that prisoner.
And then we'll grab the agent and get out of here. Now what he says is very interesting, but try not to get too distracted. It's probably like some of my favorite dialogue in the whole Ground Zeroes among all the missions. Don't get too distracted because we still have 2 anti-air emplacements to destroy. And you've already neutralized most of the major threats. Anyone who spots you will just get suspicious, but they won't do much about it. So just keep on moving, get out of anyone's field of vision who's glancing in your general direction, and we'll head to the armory in this section.
One guy speaking Russian. Yeah. Making deals with these too. Local agencies. Snatch dissidents who've defected to the West and send them.
In this armory, you'll find a recoilless rifle, hand grenades, C4, all fun stuff that we could use for the anti-air emplacements.
Recoilless rifle. Perfect. That'll rip right through the targets.
Request somebody to check it out. Over. This is CP. Understood. Sending someone to investigate.
They're dealing in leverage with foreign administrations. Backdoor money. Scandals. Financial fraud. They share information the governments want to sweep under the rug. They gain leniency for their agencies. They're trying to create some kind of human network in our borders. Sorry. That's all I know.
So I'm going to use the C4 to detonate the first AA.
Destroyed. Excellent work. Keep it up.
From down here you can use a grenade to destroy this AA. That way you don't have to run the risk of going up there and get spotted.
Destruction confirmed. Only one remaining.
And from this distance you could use the recoilless rifle to take care of the third AA from that spot.
That was smooth, boss. Real smooth. I'd expect nothing less. Boss, there's an armored vehicle headed your way.
So now they're sending an armored vehicle to investigate, and it can still shoot down the chopper. It'll go along this road right here. So we'll find a nice spot to set up. And we can use the recoilless rifle to take care of the armored vehicle as well. It'll take 3 rounds to take out the armored vehicle.
CP, this is Delta 4. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. Locate threat immediately and eliminate as necessary.
And be careful when firing from here. Don't hit the sign, you'll just waste a round.
All right. You've destroyed the targets.
Has been updated.
The Hellborn assault will come.
Okay, now all that we have to do is take the agent to the extraction point, load up all the other prisoners into the chopper, and that's it. That's the mission.
They're headed your way. Speed 500.
For today's comments, let's discuss side ops. We've been playing Ground Zeroes, and in addition to that, we've been playing the 5 or 6 different side ops. So when the Phantom Pain comes out, do you see yourself just completing the story missions, or will you do any of the side ops if they're available? What about trials like time trials or the marking trials like Ground Zeroes has had? As for me, I'll be trying to do 100%. I'll go through the story missions, and before I go on to the next big chapter, I'll try to do as many side ops as I can, as many trials as I can. It seems to make... I know they did that in Ground Zeroes to make it replayable, so let's see if the Phantom Pain needs something like that, or if the story missions are enough to keep most players interested. But if there's anything that I could do to anything extra that I can do to get 100% completionist extra value out of the game, then I'm all for it. As you can see, I got 2 kills on this mission, most probably splash damage from the recoilless rifle, or maybe the grenade, or maybe even the C4. No worries, as the points gained from retrieving the prisoners, the short mission time, and no reflex mode more than make up for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and share please and thank you. See you next time, kiddos.